John F. Kennedy said, "A nation that reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." So today we take the time to stop and honor them, remember them, ordinary men and women who were killed doing an extraordinary thing, serving their country, serving our country. Memorial Day is not a day of solemn mourning, but a day of celebration. For it isn't how they died that's important, but how they lived. While I can't speak for those I did not know, I can speak for one that I did, my son, Lance Corporal Justin Ellsworth of the United States Marine Corps. I know how he lived, and oh, how he lived. First, let me tell you about Justin, the little boy. He loved camping, he loved the outdoors, he loved playing with his cousins. Most of all, he loved his family. And he would play for hours outside, and when he would come inside, he'd collapse with exhaustion. He didn't know when to quit. As Justin got older, his role in his social circle became a little clearer. He was the peacemaker, the protector. Whether it was his little sister or his friends, he would solve arguments, end those fights and disagreements. It didn't matter if they occurred on the football field or in the living room. He would usually referee them, most of the time with a smile and a laugh. Justin was wise for his age, always polite. He always knew how to handle himself. He also showed respect. I remember being on a family vacation in Washington, D.C. It was late August of 2001. Justin was 15 years old. I remember him asking to have his picture taken with his mom in front of the Korean War Monument, the wall that says, "Freedom is not free." I also remember that exactly 2 weeks later, we watched as America was attacked. I guess what I didn't realize at the time was how that impacted him and altered the rest of his life. Now, as a high school senior, Justin came to me and said, "Dad, I think I want to join the military." I asked him what branch, and he said, "Yeah, I'm not sure." I told him, I said, "Well, do your research and get back to me." And as seniors in high school often do, a couple of months goes by, and I thought he'd forgotten all about it, but I got a surprise one day when he came up to me and says, "Dad, I think it's going to be the Marines." I looked at him in a little bit of shock and said, "Why?" He said, "Well, I could join the Army, I could join the Air Force, or I could join the Navy, or even the Coast Guard, but I can become a Marine." It was pretty obvious that he'd already talked to the recruiter about that. On March 19th of 2003 at 1:30 in the afternoon, Justin was sworn in at the delayed entry program here in Lansing at the MEP Center on Jolly Road. Again, that was March 19th, 2003 at 1:30 p.m. 8 hours later, President Bush would announce that we were at war with Iraq. I can't ever remember feeling more proud and so scared at the same time. When we talked about it, Justin's response was, all the fighting's going to be over by the time he graduated and left for boot camp. It didn't quite happen that way. Justin graduated high school and left for boot camp in September of 2003, graduating in December of 2003. Justin was now a Marine. After additional training at his MOS school, Justin deployed to Iraq in September of 2004 as a combat engineer, arriving at Camp Fallujah on September 11th of 2004. Now, while Justin was there, I'd speak to him a couple of times a week, and he would tell me the difference that they were making, that he was making, and I was very proud of him. He would tell me, "I can see the faces of the lives that I save every day." Justin was temporarily assigned to the 2nd Recon Battalion to go out and locate all those IEDs that were killing so many of our men and women. And on November 13th, 2004, Justin was assigned to a 12-man reconnaissance patrol when he located an IED near the entrance of a patrol base. He warned those around him was able to uncover it and discovered that it was a remote-controlled IED. Shortly after discovering the cell phone, the explosive was detonated, mortally wounding him. Now, at the time of the detonation, Justin had positioned himself directly over the explosive device, and he absorbed the majority of the blast. The Marine Corps credit him with saving many lives that day, and he was honored with the Bronze Star with Valor for his courageous actions. That's Justin's story. Those are my memories. He is my hero. There are thousands of other heroes out there in this world right now. Many of them need their stories told. My challenge to you is to find your hero. Share their story. Preserve their memory. Those who are remembered and their names spoken truly never die. Even this week, we are reminded that in this world, terror will not rest. Violence will not sleep. Evil will not die. But if we honor and remember those who have served, compassion will prevail, justice will triumph, and freedom will reign. Thank you for allowing me to tell my hero's story. May God bless you. May God bless our military men and women. And may God bless America. Thank you.